Alright, just want to welcome everybody today to the first of many Redbeard barbecue videos here. Decided I want to start showing you guys how I make stuff. Got a lot of questions. Today we're just going to make just super quick fried rice. I'm going to have some marinated beef, some cubed up smoked bacon. We're going to hit it with some salt, pepper, garlic, 5 Chinese spice, soy sauce, chives, sesame oil. Go ahead and get some corn and peas. There's really not much to it. Throw it on there. It's hot and fast, Chinese style. Here we go. Want to throw your meat down first. If you've never cooked your fried rice in bacon fat, I really don't think you know what it means to live yet. This is a little trick I picked up when I was living in Hawaii. The fat bonds with that rice and it makes it delicious. It's even better when you have that smokiness coming from this applewood smoked bacon.
Once you get your meat starting to cook, you get that bacon starting to crisp up and a little sear on that beef. Go ahead and get your rice. Get ready for it. Incoming. There we go. So I got 4 cups of rice. I like a cold rice. It's easier to break apart. It's easier to cook with. It doesn't get too hot. It'll end up staying fluffy, and it absorbs the flavors a little bit better once it stays cold. You just got to do your best to break it apart. It is colder. I think I'm going to upgrade to some heavier flippers. These are kind of just a meat pusher flipper, I guess. I don't know if that's a real thing, but that's what I'm going with. So might want to chop it up. Go ahead, get your hi-ya on here. Hi-ya! Do the best you can with what you got. So, and then you just want to make sure you keep your eye on the other stuff that's on the griddle here. Go flip your meat, make sure it doesn't get too brown on one side, starts to burn. It's going to throw off the whole flavor of the entire dish. It also helps when you bring that spatula back on over to start infusing the rice with some of that good flavor of that bacon and that marinated beef. I marinated the beef in just basic soy sauce, a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder. I just left it on there for three hours, put it in a bowl, wrapped it in saran wrap, took it out of the fridge, drained it, and mixed it in here with the pork. Super fast, super easy, gives a nice depth. You can always add anything you want to that. Make sure to keep on flipping that meat. It gets really hot really fast, especially sitting as that oil and the fat render down. Now we got our peas and corn, dropping that down. I use frozen peas. It's just the easiest thing to do. You can use fresh ones. I would add it later to the cooking process though. Of course, while it's sitting on the griddle, the moisture is going to come off and everything's going to steam up. It's going to steam that corn. We're going to get a nice little sizzle going on, and as this cooks, some pieces are going to char up and you're going to get that nice flavor right into the corn. I don't think, unless I have to, I would cook fried rice any other way than using this Blackstone. It's just an amazing product. You got as much as you need, as much space as you need, I should say. I love it. All right, so at this point, everybody is in the pool here. We got all the meat coming together with the vegetables. A lot of times you can put carrots, onions in here too. I just didn't have it in my kitchen, so I didn't use it. But now I'm going to drop down some salt, pepper, garlic. I like to be a little bit generous on here with this. This is Red Beard Barbecue's own blend of salt, pepper, and garlic. I added a little bit of Chinese 5-spice, and then I'll drop some sesame oil on top to start bringing the heat up on these vegetables and get a nice crisp on them. Start to flip them. You see the master technique of Red Beard flipper. So for the sake of time, I just went ahead and mixed everything together. You just got to put together your meat, your vegetables, and your rice, toss it around. Make a little circle in the middle, drop down some sesame oil. What you're going to do is you're going to get equal parts and same size chopped garlic and fresh ginger. Easy to chop this up. You just want to make sure that the pieces are the same throughout. If you're going to do a rough chop, keep it the same on both the garlic and the ginger. The reason for that is they're very similarly textured, and when they cook, they're going to cook at the same speed as long as they are the same size. If one's smaller, one's going to cook faster and it's going to end up burning on you, and again, it's going to throw off the whole flavor of the entire dish. I love the smell of garlic and ginger just cooking anywhere. I love slow cooking the garlic and the ginger. I like putting it right in the middle here. It's going to mix up real nice with everything else that is on the griddle. So as this garlic and ginger starts cooking down, it's going to become beautiful and very aromatic. Once that starts to happen, you know it is just about ready. You don't want to cook it any longer. You're going to grab your scallions from the side here, and boom, there it is. Put your scallions down, and don't spend too much time with them there. If you want to char them, you can do that, but be very careful so they don't get burnt and affect the flavor of the dish again. So just mix everything up, toss it all up, and get ready to put it in the bowl and have your mind blown. Oh, I got my wind guard. I got to move over there. Once you're done mixing everything up really well, just move it off to the side. The reason for that is it stops cooking the rice. There are 4 burners on this griddle, but the outside really seems to be where you want to move your things. You got that burner on low all the way to the right side, and it stops the rice from cooking. You get your bowl, you grab it, you put it down, and start filling it up. I usually use the same bowl that I brought the rice out in. It's just quick, it's easy, and of course transporting stuff in and out of the house is always easier with less things to bring in and out. So it's a beautiful dish. There's other things you can add to it. This is how I make this. I like to really just showcase the flavor of the bacon and the beef. There's not too much that you need. It's flavorful. It's wonderful. It's crispy, airy. I just love it. So thanks for joining me today and Redbeard Barbecue. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.